Restaurant Gems. This is Randy Chin, and we're here today at 1 Baldwin Street, and we're at Yakitori Bar and Seoul Food Company. And we're here with Sang Kim. He's actually got 2 restaurants in this location, so I wanted to talk to him, share about his great food here as well, and also talk about some of his causes. So Sang, thank you very much for being with me today.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the 2 restaurants and how they're different and kind of what makes them special.
Okay. Well, the Yakitori Bar is a full-service restaurant that marries what I call Japanese tavern food with popular Seoul street food. It centers around the grill, and of course what we have, and you'll be sampling some of it, is skewered items. In Japanese it's called kushiyaki. In Korea they're very, very popular as well. That space I call Seoul Food Company. Seoul is in South Korea. And what we do there is we offer do-it-yourself or build your own or create your own bibimbap. It's healthy food, good for your body, good for your soul is the way we tag that.
Fantastic. One of the things that really impressed me about Sang is that he is a man who's really about the community and about causes and so forth. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about some of your causes and how you're kind of integrating the community as part of that too.
I'm very heavily involved in working with charities that I feel very strongly in, especially the ones that work very closely on the ground. So we have a dessert program called Indulge for a Cause, and the purchase of any sale of desserts, part of the proceeds will go to that particular cause for 6 months. And then after 6 months, I switch to another cause. So the one that I'm doing, I launched with the opening of the restaurant is this school, the field trip project, led by the great Canadian-Japanese artist Daisuke Takeya. And there, you know, he brings kids armed with knapsacks full of artists' artillery and invades town to town and village to village, teaching people about how transformative art can be, as well as how to build a post-nuclear sustainable community in light of everything that happened after the tsunami. Those are the kind of things that I believe in.
Okay, I'm excited here, Sang. We've got all this great food here. Maybe you can just explain to us in terms of different types of food here and what we have.
Okay, great. So when I was in Korea doing my research for the menu, one of the things that I did was spend a lot of time on the street food culture. And of course, Korea's national street food, or the national street food treasure, is tteokbokki. Tteokbokki is spicy rice cakes, very dense. And what it does is you mix it in with, gochujang paste or a chili paste rather. You put fish cakes in there. You can put all kinds of other ingredients in there. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to know how to best present it to a local audience back home. And when I did come back, I went to my favorite cafe and had buttercup squash soup. And I remember tasting it going, my goodness, the flavors seem to match. So I ran back to the restaurant with the buttercup squash in my hand, and I hollowed it out. I sautéed the tteokbokki, put it into the buttercup squash, and then baked it with cheese. And then it was beautiful. And it's also got a wonderful presentational aspect to it.
Absolutely.
So it comes out to the table like this, and what I do is we take a knife, the servers take a knife, and we cut it, like so, down the middle. Turn it around, and then the other, so we cut it in quarters just like this, and we just let it spill over to the side with all of the gooey cheese and everything on it, and there you have your squash tteokbokki.
Wow, that looks phenomenal. We'll have to try that in a second. Yeah. Maybe we can go through some of the other things you have here on the table. Maybe you can explain what we have.
Okay, so what we have here is a Yakitori Top Chef signature skewer. This one is by Paula Costa, an extraordinarily talented Portuguese chef. And she's put together her signature piri-piri sauce as a marinade. And then we drizzle it with citron oil. And it's perfect. It's chicken thigh. It's perfect for the sauces, the marinade, and the drizzle that she's put on it, and that comes to the table by itself, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, 2 skewers. This is one from our skewer menu, our yakitori menu. All of our yakitori menu items come grilled. This happens to be Korean beef short ribs, which many people would be familiar with, marinated in a soy mirin marinade overnight, grilled, and all of our yakitoris come with 3 dips. One is a soy-based dip, one is a chili-based dip, and one is a sesame-based dip. And you dip it in and enjoy it.
It looks fantastic. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. I'm going to try all these in a second, but before I end off, I just wanted to make sure, in case anybody wanted to be able to find your website and be able to make sure we come set up a reservation to come to see you, where should they go?
They should go to yakitoribar.ca for here, this restaurant. If they wanted to find out more information about the other restaurant, it's Seoul Food Company, all one word, .com.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for spending some time with us, Sang, and for sharing your great and fantastic food and the causes in terms of your restaurants as well. I really appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Raymond.